Okay, so let's get this party started because obviously I don't want to take all of your time today, but this will be an incredible call because for once I'm not hosting it. Hey, I love that. But what I would love to first and foremost ask is some of you didn't have a chance to be on the last call, but we really focused on time management. And so I just want to kind of get like a head nod on how it's going. Is it going good? Better than it was before we did the call? Okay. So we focus so much on time management. It was one of those things is that you can get away with what you're doing right now at like 1 and 2 rank, maybe 3-star. But I promise you, if you don't dedicate yourself to a Zoom focus as far as time management goes, what you will duplicate within your business is not strong. It's not steady. It is you're a Wednesday night manager. You're working, 10 to 15 hours a day. And I promise eventually you will want to just quit or take a long vacation. Either one. I want to set you guys up for success because I want you guys to live a life by design. That's what this business is all about. This business is amazing, and this business can be very selfish because you can work around the clock every single day. Okay, I know I can. If I don't plug away, you guys never stop. So with that being said, I want to make sure that you are mastering it. Every single day is going to take a little more work, but take that 15 minutes to pre-plan your day the night before or the first thing in the morning. I know I went to Target and I got actually a new planner. And the reason why I like this one is because it actually asked me my top 3 priorities of the day. So I can kind of like re-engineer it so I'm marking off exactly what it is. And so by the end of the week, I know that I accomplished everything. Whatever it is, if it's, what's that?
Is it a day designer?
It is a day designer. Get it, girl. Yes, I love it. And it was like $15. If you go to Staples or whatever you go to, it's like $30. So that one was really, really cool because I can re-engineer how I want my entire week to look. Mark off, and I like to check the little boxes. That's just me. But however you do it, I want to hear your strategy. So when we talk one-on-one, please do. But without further ado, I want to introduce our guest speaker. So Darby Avalos Johnson is incredible. She's a mommy of 2, a kindergartner and a 1st grader, which back to back, and it's so fun because she obviously is a stay-at-home mom, but now her kids started school today, so this is kind of a kickoff to that, I guess, as well.
Yeah.
But she is a 5-star diamond. She's 6-star diamond qual. The reason that Darby is so incredible, and she's going to actually teach us about team culture, but she's actually ranked number 88 out of 360,000 coaches. She has all her elite points already for the year. What's incredible is when I'm looking at her numbers, she is 500,000 in volume, which is actually almost double to where she was last year. So I just think that's absolutely incredible. She's already produced 3 personally sponsored diamonds this year. But without further ado, Darby, if you want to kick us off on team culture and what that is.
Sure. Wow. I feel like you're not even talking about me. It's so weird when I like look up to, people who did elite and stuff. And then I hear you talking that's me. I'm like, no, that's, so it's really cool. And I think this is actually a perfect topic for me because having all my elite points, I feel like this is what my team culture is what really threw me over this year and what changed everything for my organization. So how it really changed. First, let me say, when I started this year, I was a 1-star diamond. I had a diamond fall off. So from, the beginning of the year till now, I'm 6-star qualifying. And that really has, like I said, everything to do with the culture of my team. It's completely different. We recently, I think right before this year started, we changed our team name. And if you don't have a team name that everybody can kind of like resonate with and like can really be proud of, I feel like that changed things too. We tried a couple of different team names, but they just never really stuck. And then we found out a few other of the ones that we had other organizations had. So we changed it and we kind of all worked together to make that team name. And I feel like everybody on the team is just so proud. Our team is called Elite Empire. And I feel like everybody's just so proud of that team name. And also, we kind of incorporate our team name and our culture with our challenge groups. So our challengers as well, we call them honorary Elite Empire members. So that kind of creates that within them. And then when they join our team, they are just so proud. I feel like when we introduce new coaches into our team page, everybody's like, I'm so excited to be part of this team. It's kind of like it's hard to resonate or or feel involved with a company like Team Beachbody. Team Beachbody is so huge. So if you can have something that people feel a little bit more connected and more intimate, they just really, I found that they really love it. So what we do, actually, when I first found out I was going to be talking about this, I asked my team, what do you love about our team? What makes, our team unique, and what is something that really makes you happy to be part of this team? And the number one thing that people said was the recognition. And I totally agree with that, because if you've ever done the personality color code test, I'm almost 100% yellow. So I'm like 80% yellow and like 20% red. But I also attract people who are like that. So we're like the fun-loving, woohoo girls. Like we want to hear, exciting stuff, and we like recognition. So I try and make sure to do that all the time with my team. Every week, every Thursday, I make sure to do a leaderboard, and it's top producers of the week, and I do recent Success Club points. To be in top producers every week, they have to have 300 PV or more. And then I go and I open up my downline, all 5 levels, as that's as far as I can go. And I update everybody's Success Club points. So if they have 1, 2, 3, 4, as many as they have every single week, it's updated. So basically, it's kind of like they know they're going to get called out. They can't hide on their Success Club points, or, it also kind of creates like a friendly competition within the team, because everybody's kind of fighting for that top producer spot every single Thursday, or they want to be the person that has the top Success Club point. So we have 2 different columns for Success Club. Like there's we have the top producers, and I feel like how it's laid out, it's kind of like it gets people like, oh, I want to be on that column. You know what I mean? So we have the top producers. We have people who made Success Club, so 5 or more points, and then we have 4 or less points. But to be on that top column, you have to have your 5 or more points. So I feel like it's kind of like friendly competition to get there every single week. They know it's coming midday Thursday. So, and another really good thing is new coaches. A lot of times new coaches can end up being in top producers because they just bought a challenge pack, and they also probably had, another sale that'll get them 300 or more PV. And to see their name on their first week as a coach, it's so encouraging to them. They're like, oh my gosh, and then I make sure to tell my coaches to shout out their coaches that are on the top producers list. So, everybody's commenting on it. It's like a huge thread, and it just gets everybody excited. So that really keeps it going as well. Another thing that we do, everything that I do in my business, I don't do in secret. If I'm going to be recruiting that week, I tell my team, this is what I'm doing this week, and this is how I'm doing it. If you want to do it too, do it with me. Or I say, I'm going to run a 2-day sneak peek. You can all invite people to it. If you want to do it with me. I share every single bit of information that I know, and every single bit of information that works for me, I share in my team page. We have files that are all of our training. We run new coach training every month. I recently just put all of the new coach training information into a files section in my team page. So every time we have a new coach get into our team page and we introduce them, we also tag them in that. So, because sometimes people don't like the post-a-day group, and it's hard to follow, and some people want to move along faster than that. So I just put it all in a file so coaches can go through it, or they can join the post-a-day group new coach training as well. And I've actually, when did I do that? Last month I did that, and I found I've had like a couple new coaches just blow through the new coach training stuff, and they're just rocking it and killing it. So I think that's kind of good for people who want to, just jump right in. Because I totally wasn't a post-a-day person. I totally was the kind of coach that wasn't paying attention in the post-a-day group. So I totally get that. Another thing about our team page, and I feel like our team culture is it's majority in our team page. Like if you could see our team page all day long, it's just post after post after post, people posting their transformations. And I'm in a lot of other team pages as well, like my upline and then my higher upline. And my team feels so different. And I feel like it's because we've created it that way. But what I love is that we do not allow any negativity in our group. And I'm sure this is a lot of stuff that you guys all do as well. We're all 5-star diamonds. So, but I don't allow any negativity at all. And a lot of times even like a rant, you know how people are like, I just got to have a quick rant. I sometimes will delete those. And I'll delete them and then I'll message the coach that posted it. And I'll say, I just want to let you know I removed your comment or your post on the Elite Empire page. If there's anything I can help you with, just, come to me. There's newer coaches in there and I don't want them to be discouraged. That's the main reason. It's not because I want everybody it's not because I don't want everybody jumping on, well, customer service sucks or whatever, whatever the rant may be. But I just want it to be an environment because we do have a lot of coaches that are still new or coaches that are still working on their transformation. So I don't want anything negative in our team page. And I feel like allowing people to come to our team page and seeing only positive posts and stuff that is helpful has changed it a lot as well. Let's see. Monthly teen challenge groups are something that I do. So I have always run my own challenge group every month. But it wasn't until I allowed my entire downline to participate in my challenge groups and they could add customers into that challenge group that everything changed. Because, I remember when I first became a coach, I wasn't scared to start a challenge group and kind of do my own thing and run a thing. But I know a lot of coaches are scared of that. So, and having it open to not just my personally sponsored has helped my volume just go crazy because I have a lot of coaches under me that are not directly under me, but I'm helping them by them being able to see how I'm running a challenge group. And it also kind of alleviates, all the stress of a challenge group off of just you because you have other coaches joining in, posting daily, and they're just feeding off your energy. So I love that as well. So what I do every month is I will get a calendar and just on PickMonkey, I'll just write down, this Monday we're starting a challenge group. This is when you need to start promoting for it. This Monday we're starting a 2-day sneak peek. This is when you need to start promoting for it. So they're never in the dark. They know exactly what we're doing. And they have the option to work by themselves or they have the option to work with me. And I think, like you were talking about team management, Brittany, it's awesome because my team, my entire downline knows that I am available to them, but they know I not write 24/7. They know that if they post something in the team page and they tag my name, I will get to them. Most likely every morning I get to those, but I think that they feel reassured that I will get to them and I will be there for them, whether they're personally sponsored or not. It's just, it's hard because sometimes I think, I don't know how we created this team culture. I really don't because it's just what I like. It's just, that's my personality. But as you all know, as 5-star diamonds, you attract what you are. So majority of my people are the same way. And we like to hear each other talk all day long. So let's see. Weekly. Okay, I already talked about that. Incentives. This month, I am doing an incentive for rank advancement for my team and actually my entire downline since it's the cup month and everybody's pushing for Success Club. So anybody who rank advance in August, I am sending a gift. So obviously, the Emeralds or Star Diamonds gifts are going to be different, but it's just created like this thing where everybody is cheering each other on to get a gift that it's awesome. It's another friendly competition. So if your team works a lot like mine, they like to compete and they like to win gifts. So it's cool too. Another thing I also do for my entire downline is push to Emerald and push to Diamond groups quarterly. That just keeps everybody all on the same track. And I think that having this information, these trainings in the files section in our team page, just lets people know that, we're all working on this together. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate everybody in our team page that just adds to the value of that. One thing I didn't talk about with the new coach training that I do that's kind of boosted our team morale as well, is since I've added the files section, the new coach training, all the files in there, in the main team page, I've also asked my diamonds if they want to run new coach training groups to just step up and post it in the page. So having a diamond on our team run a new coach training, it's not always me talking. So when they see other leaders step up in that team page, they're kind of, it kind of boosts the morale and everybody wants to join in on that. And it also kind of takes away, alleviates all the work for you, all the workload. You're gonna have diamonds that want to work on their own. I don't have that yet. We kind of all share the load as Elite Empire. I haven't had anybody want to break out and start their own, which is totally fine because I broke off of my upline and started what I wanted in my team culture because we're just so totally different. But I just don't have that yet. So working with your leaders who are willing to work with you, it gets their downlines, on board and working as well. So I think that's pretty much it. But I think the main thing is just finding your groove with your people. So if you haven't done the color code personality test, I suggest you do it and then post it in your team page so you can kind of get a feel of majority of your coaches. Like I said, majority of mine are yellow, so I can kind of base it off that. But I do know I can kind of guess on the other ones what their personality is, and I try to cater to what they would like as well. And then there was a quote that I saw, and it says, "People will forget what you say and they will forget what you do, but they will never forget how you made them feel." And that's totally, totally true because you can tell people how to make diamond 100 times. You can tell people how to make success club 100 times, but when they do and how you made them feel for doing that and made them feel important and that they're contributing to the team, they'll make success club the rest of the time because they love the way they feel and they just love to feel a part of something. So I thought that was good.
Love it. Thank you. That was exactly 15 minutes on the dot.
Oh, I knew it.
I love it. So what questions, you guys can all unmute yourself, but what questions do you have for Darby? Because I will tell you, this is one coach right here that whenever we talk, she is exactly like this. There's a calmness to it. And so she has, I will definitely say, her time management down to a T. And she has 2 young ones. And I never feel like you are working your life away. Obviously, you've built a strong team culture where they are taking a lot of the reins, even though you do monthly, everything within that. So my question for you is, how do you hold it all together?
You know what? I don't even know. It really is time management because I would be working all day just like you said you are if I didn't manage my time. So I know my allotted time that I have to work and I just bust it all out. And then if my kids are busy, I'll quickly get on and check my messages or check the team page. But it's just all time management. It's all working within, which is actually better because you get more done when you have an allotted time. On the days I'm unfocused and I don't try and work in that time frame, nothing happens because I'm just throughout the day, you know what I mean? So working in that time frame and just being completely focused on that really gets the job done.
Perfect. Okay, question from you, 5 stars. What questions do you have for Darby?
I have a question.
Okay.
Hi. You were talking about doing a 2-day sneak peek. I would love to hear more about what that is because my team, we do a sneak peek week that's 5 days long. And recently the engagement in the groups just haven't been what it used to be. So
yes. We actually used to do 5-day sneak peek as well. And that's why we changed it to a 2-day because, the first 2 days, everybody's like, oh yeah, okay, how do we get signed up? And then we end up saying, oh, just wait, we're going to get there. So we changed it to 2 days and we post 2 videos per day. So it used to be 1 video per day. And now we're doing like a welcome video and kind of explaining what Beachbody is. And this is what we do in the first day. A welcome video and who Beachbody is. And then the second video is who would be a good coach. And that's where we kind of explain anybody could be a coach, you know, a discount, this, you know, part-time, full-time, transformation or not, you can be a good coach. The second day, we talk about our team and our team culture. We talk about transformations within our team, and we usually will have a newer coach talk about her transformation while being a coach, her physical transformation, and then we'll talk about a newer coach talk about her success as a coach within her first 3 months. And then how to get signed up. So I feel like the 2 days is kind of like a really good window where they're still really excited and they're not like, okay, another post where my name is tagged and a million notifications, you know what I mean?
Totally.
So yeah, it's worked out. We've done that the last 3 times. We've done a 2-day sneak peek and our team just exploded all 3 times. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
And Colleen has a question. Do you talk about earning or anything like that at all?
In the sneak peek?
Mm-hmm.
We do. So it's usually like a newer coach, like I said, who we have talk about their experience, and it usually won't be like a number. It'll be like, I'm able to pay off my car. I'm able to pay my car the last 2 months. You know, it won't be specific numbers. We never really do specific numbers. Other than just like, I was able to pay my mortgage. I was able to pay off my car. I have extra cash for my school clothes, stuff like that.
Awesome. The things that are relatable, right? I just didn't.
Yes.
$50,000 for a car. And
yes.
Things that are relatable. Perfect. Okay. Julia, I can't believe you're muted.
Oh, I'm not muted. I'm retarded. No, I wondered what's a good ratio for posting? Like, do you do one thing a day, like a little, hey, check in, do this? Or is it more of the bigger things? Like, what's a good balance?
In the team page?
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't really have them check in the team page. I'll usually just post any information I want them to know. But they all check in on their own. They're all like, oh, this is what I'm doing today. And a lot of them are in challenge groups that I'm running since I open them up to my entire downline. So I see them checking in there. But a lot of, sometimes randomly I'll say, where are you at with your fitness goals? Or Success Club check, where are you at with your Success Club points? Which they know I'm going to go in and write and check them all on Thursday anyway. So yeah, it's just kind of random. I don't, but I get what you're saying, because I've been in team pages before that are kind of quiet, because I have challenge groups that go quiet, but I've also been in a team page that goes quiet. And my team page, the first 2 years was so quiet until, I just kind of stepped up as a leader. And instead of what I was doing before is that nobody was answering me, so I would just stop. But I just kept at it. And then the ones that got me, we had the same personality, started posting, and that kind of helps others, kind of jump in as well.
Perfect. Thank you. What other question do you have?
Hi.
I have a question.
Oh, go ahead. Whoever's
I'm
next.
sorry.
No. Yeah, Colleen, whatever.
Sorry, Sam. I love you. Okay, question. Kind of back to the time management piece that we touched on. So I'm kind of at that point where I will do any and everything for my team. I want to have the monthly challenge groups and things like that. But I also feel like I'm doing them a disservice by not pushing them out of the tree a little bit, because I feel like I'll work as hard as I possibly can, and they're just plugging people in and not taking that leader step. So have you kind of had anything with that maybe?
I have, but I always make sure when I'm posting that, I'll post that the challenge group is open, but I will post something above it, and I'll say, if you're going to be in this group and you have challengers in this group, you need to be checking in with your challengers. It's not my responsibility to be checking in with your challengers. We do this because we want to create a team culture with your clients, so they, will see how our team is run and hopefully want to become a coach, but they need to see you and see you actively involved as well. So I do that. Not all my coaches or not all my downline join my challenge groups. A good majority do, but I do have some that run their own anyways. But and almost all my diamonds run a challenge group every month, and tons of the downline just jump in to all of those. Yeah.
How big are your challenge groups?
Gosh, it just depends on the month, I guess. Like this month is a big one because since size came out. So this one is size and Shakeology, and a lot of the times the challenge groups will only be challenge pack only. So they have to buy a challenge pack to get in, or if they're already on Shakeology HD, they just have to get, like right now, size. So if they were already on Shakeology HD, that way I'm making sure that my coaches are getting Success Club points for adding challengers in. And then if they want to run a challenge group on their own with just a program or a free group, they can do that. But mine are usually challenge pack requirement to get in. Like this one right now, I want to say we have 58 in there, but that's not just me posting daily and checking in with all the people. That's all my coaches are checking in as well.
Do you take turns, like posting different assignments each day, or what's your requirements for or is it just like a wellness accountability group where they just check in? Or do you have like a system as to what they check in?
It just depends on the month. Like right now I'm posting daily, but I will also see some of my coaches post something and then tag their challengers in it as well. But I make sure that I post daily. So if anybody's feeling left out, they go ahead and just post in.
Yeah. So I'm kind of a hot mess, so sorry I keep asking questions, but I've been like a hot mess this week. And I'm totally, never mind. It was a crazy couple days, but so if I don't make sense, I apologize. But when you say you're a Success Club, you said that you do an award for all your people in your Success Club. Mm-hmm. Like my downline is gigantic. So I have like 100 and something people make Success Club each month, like in my entire downline. And that's like I started doing it and then I was like, this is insanity. Yeah. Like I could not keep up. And then I was like, what is that really rewarding? I felt like some of my personally sponsored coaches were getting left out. Does that make sense? Like I felt like I was taking care of our team. And so then I did that for about 6 or 7 months. And then I just stopped doing it to see if anyone would say, not one person said anything to me about like not doing it. So they were like, what's the prize this month? A couple of people, but, and I was doing pretty good prizes. So my question to you is, what prizes do you do for your entire downline? And how many people are you talking here? Like, are you talking 50 to 100? Or are you talking about like 25, or does it just depend?
Well, in my entire downline, I have just over 500. So we're still kind of a smaller organization. I don't do monthly Success Club gifts. This month is the first month that I'm doing rank advancement gifts.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I misunderstood you.
No, that's good. I know I would lose my mind if I tried to do success gifts every month too. But no, it's just for my entire downline this month for rank advancement. And for Emerald, I'm going to send them, I make like snapback hats with our logo on it.
Oh, cool.
Empire. So I try and make it our team logo or our team name based gifts, just so it keeps our team culture, our team morale. So no, this is just like a one-time thing, and every so often type thing. So that would be crazy.
Oh no, thank you, I appreciate it.
Hey, Kiana, you just need to smile more. It's like you're way too serious.
I can't smile. I have half my mouth is numb. I don't even know who that is.
Okay. Well, if it helps you, Meredith doesn't smile either, so you're good.
I've been told I smile too much, so this is a different change, huh?
Oh, no way. It's not worth it. You look at Meredith over there, she's just like,
I'm so stoic. Okay, I have a question, Darby. So it's a two-part question. One, shut up, Doug. Move over. Okay, so two-part question. One is, do you still do Success Club prizes for your personally sponsored coaches every month? That's part one.
Okay.
And then part two is, are you not encouraging your leaders then to branch off and open their own team name and open their own personally sponsored group? Are you just telling everyone, like, no, you're part of the Empire Elite and get in here, and your coaches are also that, and that's our team, period, end of story?
Okay, the first one, no, I've never sent them gifts for Making Success Club. I haven't. I do want to, but I feel like they all, I don't know. I just haven't yet. I should do that. Secondly, no, I have told them, if you ever feel like this, you're not meshing right with this, if you want to start your own thing, your own name, at some point you're going to want to. They call it their own downline. They have their own name. But I think they all just feel really comfortable with how everything's working within our organization right now. And I'm sure at some point, and I know they all have their own team pages as well, where they talk to just directly their downline. I think that they all just really enjoy what we have going on right now. And they know that if they ever felt like they want to go off and do something different, like I did with my upline, they are more than welcome, but it hasn't happened yet.
Rachel Voris actually added this, and I love this, but she actually sends snail mail letter saying, congratulations and everything like that, and they really like that. Because when was the last time you actually got a letter in the mail?
Yeah, that's good.
Cheap. All you have is a stamp.
Oh, look at it. You're on top of it. That is a good idea, because I love that too. I love like personalized stuff. So I think that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
And I recently started doing it, like today I actually have on my planner pad to send out letters to everyone that's on the board. So they'll get it around the 20th. So that way they have that extra motivation and push at the end of the month to actually hit Success Club. And then when they hit it, I'll send them a note. And every other month or so I do have a Success Club incentive or gift. It kind of depends on the month and when I guess I need the push for them to push.
Yeah.
But otherwise, the letters, they really go a long way. I know my upline kind of started that tradition, and I carry it on. So
that's good. I like that. I think I'm going to start doing that. It's a good idea.
I have a question, Darby, about the negativity. I know, we try to keep a totally positive zone on our team too, but we also want to encourage an open forum for coaches to share their frustrations and share, concerns about either challengers or customer service or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. When it's a leader who posts something, we delete it and we message them and say, this is not the group for that. We have a leader page for that. But if a new coach does, we kind of want to respond to it and let them be open about that, because we know other people may have the concern as well. How do you address those kinds of things when you have young coaches who have concerns that other people may?
I think when it is a post that is seeking advice, we leave it there. If it's something that they're just coming on there to post about it, I kind of wait and see what the response is within the team page, and then I decide from there. But always, if it's somebody seeking advice on a topic like a challenger, by challenger, this or that, or something with customer service, I will leave it, because that will answer a lot of people's questions that they might have. So I will leave it. But if it's something just to be negative or rude, or sometimes people will screenshot something somebody said or about another company, I'll delete it, because it doesn't serve a purpose or it doesn't help. So those are the ones that I'll delete.
Cool. 2 more questions, and then we're going to wrap this party up.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Writing my question here. Let's see it. Colleen, you want to go ahead?
Sure. I didn't want to forget it, so I had to type it out. I know that this is like the $1 million question, but for getting started right stuff, everyone does it different. Do any of you guys all together, I guess, as a collaboration, do some type of questionnaire that they need to send back to you so that you know that they're serious before they maybe schedule a call with you? I struggle with that. I feel like they're so excited, then they fall off, and I give them all these tools, but I feel like I need to go back to basics. So I was curious if any of you guys do anything like that.
Well, for me, right when they sign up, I send them an email that tells them how to obviously get into their online office, but then it says for them to go through all the training stuff in their online office, and then once they do that, to email me back and we'll set up a call. And about 50% email me back, 50% don't. So I know the ones that email me back are the ones that are serious, and they usually email me back within that evening, okay, let's set up a call for tomorrow. So I can kind of base off how serious they are, if they end up emailing me back or not. So that's what I do.
What do you do with the people that don't respond?
I'll usually check back in with them in a couple days and say, hey, I'm just making sure you got my email, and then they can respond from there. But a lot of times I find that they kind of avoid the we're going to get on a call thing. And I'll say, hey, I'm just wondering if you saw the last part of the email for us to schedule a call. And sometimes I've had people just like totally ignore that, like, no, I'm not getting on a call. And that's fine. So I can kind of tell that personality, because I was that personality when I first signed up. I was like, oh my gosh, talk to her on the phone. No way, I'm not doing that. So I'll just ask them questions through text or through message to make them feel comfortable.
Cool. There's some things popping up in here. Let's see what these have to say. Perfect. Questionnaires. Jessica does give them a questionnaire about their goals. And this, I mean, honestly, this is where you just go back, you run with the runners, and you just, you kindly bless and release, and that will be the greatest thing that you can realize. And I know you guys know that as a 5-star diamond, but anything that you can really teach to your team, you don't want to just let them be and be like, okay, forget about you. But you do set the stage of what you expect, and not a problem. You reach out to me when you're ready, and let's go. I work with my runners, and I work with the ones that see the bigger picture, and whatever it means, for you to relate that. But I wouldn't just say, okay, ignore them. That's so hard. So great job on, kind of trying to get to know them and see where, what they're uncomfortable with, and try to overcome that. Cool. Okay. Well, awesome call. Is there one last question about team culture? You want me to sit here and dance for you? Because I will. Don't you worry. Yeah. All right, ladies. So great having you obviously all on. There's a couple things that I did write down. Obviously, I hope you took notes. Dude, page of notes. I love it. But, so my first question, I'll post this in the group tomorrow, so you guys can kind of formulate what you're thinking. All right, no, I'll post it today. That way you can get it done. But basically, what are you going to do to create a strong team culture? I promise you, if you wake up every single day and you are so excited about what you've created, it means you have an amazing team culture. If you wake up and you're like, ugh, either A, you stopped recruiting, or B, you just have let a lot of that team culture kind of just go, and it just kind of exists, and it's kind of stagnant. So I want to know, what are you going to do today to create an amazing team culture? The second one is, do you know your teams, your coaches' color, love language, gem, whatever it is? Do you know it? Because, Darby, it's funny that you say you attract who you are. I have a ton of coaches that attract polar opposite of who they are.
Crazy.
Right? I think, Julia, you and I had this conversation, right? And it's like, how do you help people that you just don't understand and don't get, right? Julia was like, yeah, exactly. So I want just to ask you guys that question. It's something that you can absolutely, put into your team page and get a lot of feedback and say, where are you at? And you have no idea, right? So that's something really, really cool. So I'm going to post those 2 questions, obviously, in our group. And I just want you guys to take 2 minutes and just answer them. This is never meant to overcome what you currently do, because you guys are amazing. You're 5-star diamonds. And you're going to Doug next. That's why he came in here. He gave us some love today, okay? So with that being said, thank you so much for your time. I will see you all Monday, but don't be afraid to touch base. I am traveling to Vegas and Tucson, so I will be out of the office, but I'm always a message away. All right, guys, have a great day. Thanks, Darby.
Bye. Thanks, Darby.
You're welcome. Thanks for getting on, you guys.
Love it.